Anybody knows what Qumran means? Qumran? What? Good thinking, but it's not the right answer. Qamar in Arabic means a moon. So Qumran is two moons, maybe the reflection of the moon on the sea. Jericho, Yareach, in Hebrew is a moon. Looks, there was an ancient worship of the god of the moon in this area. But anyhow, at the 1st century, this is what they discovered. The monastery. This would be the entrance. See how there's a ritual bath? Now we are in the desert, where they will bring the water from. What do you think? They need a lot of water. Where they would bring the water from? En-Gedi is very far from here. Dead Sea is not good water. Springs, there are not many springs. Remember what you see here, the mountains of Judea. It rains in Jerusalem. Here it's clear. But flash floods, you see there flash floods? They will build a dam, collect all the water, and you see the channel of water coming? And channel it all the way into the monastery. So, and in the middle there would be a big cistern here. So they have enough water, running water. And you see dozens of these ritual baths all over the monastery. So we're going to walk from here, continue to the cistern, go to the scribe room, and then continue in front of one of the caves to show you where they discovered the scrolls. I share with you very quickly the discovery of the scrolls. Now every tour guide has his version, but I'm going to tell you the true version. I used to study in Bethlehem Bible College, and my teacher was one of the guys who was selling these scrolls. So he told me the story of the discovery of the scrolls. 12 years old boy, his name is Muhammad Dib. You know, the shepherds, they know how to walk in the desert. And they go for weeks. It's not that they go out one day and come back. Tomorrow will be in Bethlehem area, just behind these mountains. There are two Bedouin tribes. One tribe is called the Ta'amri tribe. So he comes from that tribe, and he goes with his flock. And it was Friday. It's about time to get all his sheep, because Saturday is the sheep market in Bethlehem, but he couldn't find the sheep. One was lost. You know, shepherds know every sheep. He's ready to die for his sheep, to protect his sheep. And even more than that, some shepherds go down to the Dead Sea and put the sheep inside the water because it cleans their wool. So the sheep, you get milk, you get meat, you get wool. So it's not an easy job to be a shepherd, but you would live with your sheep. So he missed one sheep, he cannot find it. And he thinks she's in a cave. So he throws a stone, nothing. Another stone, nothing. A third stone, bigger stone and harder, and he hears a big explosion. He's frightened, you know, something is breaking. It's not like today, we have the restaurant, we have the road, but in the desert everything is quiet, and he was a coward, so he ran away back home. And he went to his cousin. His cousin was more courageous. His name is Mahmoud al-Dib. And as a Bedouin boy, he always thought one day he'll find a treasure in the desert and will be very rich. And he calls his cousin, come back quickly, I found a treasure. So they both climb into the cave, and the moment they see the broken jars, they found bad smell of skin. And they don't know how to read or write. They don't appreciate what they found. So he said, okay, I didn't find the treasure, but at least I can go back to Bethlehem to the shoemaker, make new sandals. And really, he goes back to the shoemaker. The shoemaker is from the Kando family. He's a Christian. He's Syriac. And the moment they bring for him the scrolls, they bring for him the 2 scrolls of Isaiah. This is why we have the 2 scrolls of Isaiah until now preserved, the whole scrolls, because they were the first discovered. And once the shoemaker sees Hebrew, Syriac is like similar to Hebrew. So immediately he asked them, where did you bring this from? They told him from the desert, but never told him which desert. So he tells them, come back next week, your sandals will be ready. Immediately he hides one of the scrolls in his shop, and the second one he contacts his bishop in Jerusalem, the Syriac bishop. And he doesn't tell him who brought it for him or where from. But the Syriac bishop contacts the American Albright Institute in Jerusalem and doesn't tell them the true story as well. He tells them, I am the librarian, I found this in my library. I don't know how to name this book. But the moment the archaeologists see it, they know of its value. They said, no way this would be in your library. This is authentic, this is real. And news start to spread, by the way. Dead Sea Scrolls were found 1947 for $1 million in newspapers. The Jews get to bargain for it for $500,000. But now who hears about its value? The Bedouins. So they start to bombard the desert and find more and more scrolls. And more than that, even make pieces. Because I can sell you first piece for cheap, you want the second piece, you pay me more money. And they made a fortune. Now I don't know if he ever found his lost sheep, but when he came back to the shoemaker, he told him, it's not good even for shoes, take $25, buy another sheep. And he was so happy. He died in poverty in year 2000 in Jordan. Israel offered to hospitalize him in Hadassah Hospital in Jerusalem. And when they offered him money, he said no, because Bedouins have dignity. He said, it's enough for me that people mention my name when they say the story. I don't want any more money. So totally found by accident, but I believe God preserved his word for 2,000 years. Because the Old Testament, we are sure now where history, where archaeology proves the Bible is correct. There are no changes in the scripture that we read in the Bible.